I was asking how me or Andrew or the show is woman-hating. I did not get an adequate response.
Because I'm a woman and I've shared a lot with you, and it's never been met with any sort of understanding or empathy. It's only been met with hostility and like this weird commitment to not understanding me. And
Couldn't I just say the same thing to you?
sure,
No empathy, no understanding.
sure. If that's how you feel.
So can you, what's that Aristotle quote about crying? Okay, so
Crying is one of the ways that the body processes the trauma in real time. That way we don't hold on to it.
or is it a way to appeal to emotion to try to get people onto your side without actually having a strong foundation or position for what you're actually trying to say and argue?
That is a way that people who lack genuine empathy, that is a way that they use appeared emotion to manipulate others. But my emotion is actually genuine.
Okay, well, I don't see how that has anything to do with a woman hating.
I'm a healer. As women were gifted with special abilities to take on.
Look, these are words that you said.
GMD Jim donated $100. Trust not a woman when she weeps, for it is her nature to weep when she wants, so will Socrates.
Socrates, yeah.
Okay, well, if you're not comfortable with me crying, I'm gonna have to go, because some of the things we're talking about
if you want
makes
to
me cry.
if that's fine. I'm still just trying to understand, aside from how you felt, if there's something you can point to.
I don't think that you are trying to understand anything. I think that you are trying to bring a point across. So just say what your point is that you would like to prove, and then I can just submit and we can move on.
I'm not really sure if that's what I'm trying to do, but earlier in the show, you said that me and Andrew are woman-hating. The show is woman-hating. So I'm asking you to point to something specific.
I keep
Andrew
doing it, and you don't want to accept it. So I don't see the point in continuing the conversation. I told you that I am a woman, and I didn't feel safe, and I don't feel safe in your presence. Hence, woman hating, because I am a representative of woman.
Well, so if I'm a man and I feel uncomfortable in your presence, does that mean you're a man-hater?
You can say that if that's how you feel.
Does it make it true? Would you agree or disagree with that statement?
That I am a man-hater?
Because I feel unsafe in your presence.
I would validate if that's how I made you feel. At least.
But would it make you a man-hater? Or would you be like, no, I'm not a man-hater?
Possibly.
Because of how I made you feel.
If man is taking your form, then yes.
I am male. I am a male.
If man is taking your form, then yes, there is hatred there, because it's not you as a soul, it's you as an ideology coming at me and not inviting me to feel safe in your presence.
Didn't you so me and Andrew were sitting here. Mm-hmm. We were sitting down. We were just talking. At moments, it was a lively conversation, but we were remaining in our seats. Was it Andrew, or was it me, or was it you who got out of their seat, came all the way over here, mm-hmm. got into our physical space, and Andrew's sitting to my left. Who was that? Was that us, or was it you?
It was me invoked by you. You invited me to...
I invited you
yes.
to walk
yes.
over and get into our physical space.
Yes.
How did I... So you're saying we consented to that?
I am saying that you didn't give a shit about my personal space emotionally, so I didn't
What?
give a shit
Hold on.
about your physical space. And
That
so
doesn't make any sense at
I
all.
gave you a taste of your own medicine, and you didn't like it.
So what was the point you were trying to prove?
Give you a taste of your own medicine,
What
and
was
so
the medicine which we were dispensing?
you could feel what it feels like to be
What was
disrespected.
the medicine you claim we were dispensing?
Disrespect.
This conversation, while we disagree, has actually been fairly, there were times where it got a bit heated, but it's otherwise been fairly
And times where there
calm.
was sexual assault. Let's not forget that.
I like Celsius
In any
too.
case, so when it comes to your safety, and this being evidence of woman hating,
Yeah.
we've remained here. While you might disagree with what we say, you got out of your chair,
Yeah.
walked around the table. We didn't
Yeah.
know if you were going to strike us or what you were going to do.
You were scared. Did I scare you?
Why are you smiling when you say that? That's interesting.
Because it makes me feel more safe to know that
That-
maybe I have some sort of power in your presence.
You do realize women have capacity for violence?
I'm not a fighter, you could say.
Well, hold on. We don't know that. Like,
Well,
you could have come over here, smacked Andrew in
Ulysses
the
the
face.
Pagan donated $100. What did you think coming on a podcast debate meant? A debate is adversarial in nature. When you tone police, it equates to you have nothing to say and the purpose to derail the conversation.
So, can I ask you a question? So, going back to you felt unsafe in the emotional space.
Yeah.
So you, as retribution, you wanted to make us feel unsafe in the physical space.
Correct.
And that's why you got out of your chair,
Correct.
walked all the way around
Correct.
here. And we didn't know if you were going to try to strike Andrew.
Correct.
He's closer.
Correct.
But you essentially pulled up your
correct. Yes.
dress
Yes.
and put
Yes.
your ass right in his
Yes.
space.
Yes. So I wanted you to understand the height of how you guys affect me emotionally and spiritually. It was like that.
So do you think other forms of
I would rather you beat me. I would literally rather you punch me in the
Well,
face.
I'm not interested in doing that. So hold on. Would you say that even if I don't categorize what you did specifically as a violent act, using
Wilson's _ wife donated $100. Wow, that was quite a journey. We've been through vibrations, colonialism, feminism, scam, black slave souls locked in sexy white bodies, spores, oh spores, tears, showing ass, riding Jesus D1CK.
All right, Wilson's wife, thank you, appreciate it. If somebody is making you feel unsafe in your mental or emotional space, saying, even not categorizing what you did as violence, is violence justified as retribution if somebody makes you feel unsafe? Physical violence makes you feel unsafe in the emotional or psychological space?
Yeah, it's called eye for an eye. You reap what you sow.
So, just so I understand this correctly, you would have also been justified to, for example, try to physically assault Andrew in that moment also?
I believe I would, yes.
Right. Would you have been legally justified?
Yeah, I believe I could get away with it.
Megadeth 188 donated $100. This is what she does. She is the first to attack people personally, then she cries to gain sympathy.
Yeah,
She is a manipulator. That's why she told you she
Wait,
might harm herself.
Before you get up,
Sympathy and manipulation.
Bladder doesn't
Okay.